Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina. Today I'm working on my CW planner and I'm working on week 4. So, I need something fancy. Sorry, I got all everything messed up here. I was looking for something and got it all messed up. This is my something fancy. I cut her out so long ago and I have been waiting to use her. I think that she is so pretty. I got her out of an old magazine and she just speaks fancy to me and I'm so glad I get to use her. I've been hanging on to her. She is perfect, I think. Okay, something that starts with an H. I was looking and looking and looking, thinking house, home. Just couldn't really think of it. And look what I found. Hug. I like that one. Alright, part of a recipe. I'm going to tear one of these up. This came out of the recipe book that I just bought. And I will not use any of these. Tuna souffle, filet of sole and cheese sauce, deep fried fish fillet, stuffed flounder. Yeah, no. I won't be using any of those. A tree or fruit blossom. I had trouble with this one. And I just, a tree with fruit or blossoms. And I guess I could have just done a tree with blossoms, but I was stuck on the fruit. Yep, I just read tree with fruit. I didn't read blossoms. I did find this little bitty tree right here. This little bitty. Then I was going through a book and I found this beautiful picture here. So I'm going to kind of combine them and use those two on here, I think. Okay, and then something torn. I found this lovely piece of paper here. And I thought, that really kind of goes great with this. And it'll go with all this really good. And I also, until I found that, I found these two pieces of paper that were torn. So I may kind of combine all of this. This is a beautiful piece of vellum. And then this is a lovely piece of paper too. It's torn. It's torn on both these. Well, actually, it's torn all the way around. So I may combine all of this in here. And I also found this when I was searching in there, and it kind of goes with all of this. It's the same paper as this. These two pieces are Daisy D's, so I may get that in there too. I don't know. Bonus, something used in an office. I found these two things. A typewriter. And this, but then when, oh no, 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 no. No, sweetie. No, here. No, honey. When I was no, you gotta stay over here, babe. When I was cutting the stuff out, you know, I was cutting this out of here, I noticed that there was a typewriter here. So I may try to make, stay over here, something with this. Listen, honey, you can't be up here. I'm going to have to get you down, okay? Try to make something with these postcards and this paper, but I want to make sure I've got this all. I've got to get her down. Come on, baby. Come on. I know, honey. You can't be in the video today. I hope I didn't get a cat hair in my drink. Somehow I did not. Okay. Okay, what I was trying to say before we were rudely interrupted. Cat hair on me now. I was thinking I might, with this paper and these postcards and this, like try to make like a journaling card and make a real pretty thing with this typewriter on it. But I want to use this first and use the leftovers of it. So, let's get started here. I think I better tear this down. This is the big piece. And I think I've got you exactly where I need to be. That's got a lot of glare on it. Sorry about that. I just thought this was beautiful. This came out of a Martha Stewart gardening book, and it's got some beautiful pieces in it. Not a lot, but as I recall, I got the book free. which made me think, okay, the 5 pieces in there that are absolutely beautiful is worth getting it then. I'm going to try to block her out of here. Shut my door. Which is going to make her sit at the door and cry. Okay, I'm not sure which side. I'm going to put that on. I gotta figure out my glue book is over here. I've got all my stuff over here. So, just a moment. I gotta make me a shelf on my thing here. Put my stuff on here. Alright, got that taken care of. Now, let's ink around the edges here. So I hope y'all are having a good day. I am. I slept in today. It's Wednesday, and this is our first day that we have got to stay home, and, well, I don't know, since before we went down to stay with our children, which was a week ago. Tomorrow, we have to go out of town. We've got to try to straighten up my husband's Social Security card. We still have not been able to get him signed up for unemployment because he was laid off, you know. If you haven't seen my other videos, my husband was laid off unexpectedly. And we have been having trouble getting him signed up for unemployment. We finally went in. There is a lady here in town that helps people with this kind of stuff. I forgot I wanted to do just some stamping on here, so I'm going to do that real quick. She is such a super nice lady, and she helps people in town. Mainly older people. She's been so kind to us. She really, we met her through helping his grandma. And she's been so good to us, and we went in and talked to her. Well, the problem is that his grandma raised him, and she somehow put his nickname on his Social Security card. So all these years, his nickname has been on his Social Security card. And it's never been a problem. And it's also like on his driver's license is his nickname. And all these years it's never been a problem. But now technology is catching up with him. And so every time we're trying to get this through, it's kicking it out and saying that's not right. It's not working. And she says, you're going to have to go up to the Social Security office and get this straightened out. So we're going to have to make a drive tomorrow to the state Social Security office here in our state. So off we're going to have to go. Tomorrow we got to take a drive to try to get this straightened out. See if we can get this figured out. And I have a feeling he'll have to get a new driver's license and everything, which isn't this all fun when you're laid off and you have no money coming in. So I've turned that to where I can see it and you can't see it now. Anyway, I don't know how I can get that all on there right, but I guess it's okay. It's supposed to look distressed. I don't know how she accomplished that, but you know, it was years before all this technology. And we were looking at his passport cards, and one has his nickname on it, and one has his real name on it from his birth certificate. Isn't that something? That's a pretty important document. were laughing about that yesterday at my parents' house. We're like, oh, how did that get by? Like, that's pretty crazy. Document like that. Something that should be pretty, correct. Anyway, I wonder if that's why, you know what, he has never got his new one. He is still waiting for his new one. And we couldn't figure out what's going on, and I bet that's what it is. Oh, I bet that's why, because it's been months and he has not got it. Oh, I just thought of that. I bet that's why he's not getting that. Oh. Because they've been trying, ever since he took that last class, he's not getting that in. I think that's enough stamping. I just wanted to use, these are new stamps I just got. They're texture stamps. And they're by Bo Bunny. It's terrific texture stamps. I got them at, oh, I got that on me. I got them at Hobby Lobby. They were $5.99 minus 40%. So that's my, that was before I knew about the lid off. Okay, now we're back to today. I meant to do that yesterday. Okay, then, let's see. My next biggest thing is probably this. I kind of want to know, okay, here, I've got it all right back on there. I want to tear this out. I guess I'm not going to be doing any gluing for a while anyway, because to get it figured out in my head. I'm going to put everything. So anyway, we gotta go get that figured out. We were like, what on earth? We cannot get this figured out. Why it won't let us go through? And he kept saying, well, it's saying put my name on my birth certificate, and then it's saying put my name on my social security card. And I said, well, you're not putting your name on your social security card. I remember that your name on your social security card is not the same as your name on your birth certificate. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, I remember us sitting around and talking about this at your grandma's, and how did she do that? He's like, what? I said, I remember this. So, anyway, I think I'm going to do this souffle. And then, so he didn't know where his social security card was, because the whole situation of his growing up was different than most people's. But when we were going through some stuff at my mom's, lo and behold, she had a copy of his social security card. We must have given it to her at some point. Or ordered it. It was the whole thing. It was a new one. And so, good deal. We got that. He was like, you're right. I said, I know I was right. I knew I was. I didn't doubt it. Okay, so she's got to have something behind her, because she's just standing out there. I think she needs to be over here, and these guys need to be over here. They need to be down in this corner, so maybe this needs to be over here. Okay. This can be, well, right over where I stamped, but that's okay. And then, where's that little thing that I want to make? Let's see, I'm going to put down, maybe they need to be up here in the middle. And this thing can be right here. this typewriter, but I think I will cut around it. It's not really very easy to sign up for unemployment right now because of all this COVID crud. You have to do it all online, and if you're not very good at online stuff, it's very hard. And there's some code that my husband missed pop up somewhere, and so now we have to wait for the letter to come in the mail for that. That's a pain, which I guess is no big deal now because we have to go do this stupid Social Security thing. And I'm really very angry at his friend for laying him off. He works for his best friend. I'm going to put that right there because this whole thing right here reminds me of an office thing. Or maybe on this side. Nope, over here. It needs to be over here. That can go more over there. Do I need this? This can kind of just, yeah, right there. She can go there, and that can go there. Oh, recipe. Recipe can go up here. Kind of in behind all of this. Yeah, just kind of as a background piece. And that can go right there, and that can go right there. And I can tear, well, actually, let's do this. About, I know you can't see me right now. I think I probably, well, I may have tore that too wide. Am I still, do I need to get you better? There, I think I got you. No, I didn't tear that too wide because I was thinking have it right there like that. And have her on there. And this right there. Yes. And then I'm going to have it behind here, so I'll save some for there, but then maybe some up in the corner there. Let me get this cut right here. That cut for that. I've got some cut for that for doing that. So then I've got some of this for up here. Do I want to do a corner thing? Like, I'm not doing a very good job of it. Thumb is killing me, and I forgot to put my thumb brace thing on before I started, so that's not helping anything. Yes, I like that, just like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink everything and glue everything down except for this. And I'll come back and we'll work on this together. But I'll get everything else inked and glued down. And I'll be back and we'll figure out what I'm going to do with this. So, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Everything is glued down except for this. So we're going to be working on this. And I think I will move this over to here. And maybe come in just a little bit. Where's my thing? I lost it. Because we're not going to worry about all this right now, and then I'll zoom out when we got it all done, because we're going to just work right here on this part. I would take it off, but at least this isn't glaring like my glue, or my glass mat. Okay, so we've got this. I've got a whole bunch of stuff out that we might use. Got this, but I don't know, I can't really stamp on that if I use that, so I don't know that I'm going to. think I kind of changed my mind about that one. So I think I'm going to glue, let's set this up here. I think I'm going to glue this down on here. Just going to glue it around the inside edge so that I can go around and cut it off then. If my glue will decide to come out a little bit here, it's being stubborn. Excuse me. I probably should have just cut a square and put it on there. I'm doing this the difficult way. This is the story of my life. Do it the difficult way. Oh, I don't know why I did it this way. I thought this would be the easy way. I should have just got my die out and cut a rectangle and stuck it on there. But no. Oh, goodness. See, this seems a lot easier when I do this and I don't have that camera on. Oh, okay, it's done. This side's showing though. Okay. That's how you don't do it. Especially if you're recording. Goodness gracious. Okay. So then, put your lid on your glue so it doesn't dry out on you. For the typewriter, I thought that I would cut out a little circle. And let's see, let's cut it out of this little piece of paper. Okay, just a little piece here. Where did I put my, oh, it's right here. I'm just going to set it over here off to the side. You probably can't see it, but I don't know how to get it in here so that you can. But you know what a little Sizzix thing looks like. Where did I put my table is absolutely covered with stuff right now. Okay, where'd that piece of paper go? Right there. A little die. I probably ought to have a little piece of masking tape. I'm having so much fun being in my room today. It's been over a week since I've been in here. I told my husband yesterday, my room is calling me. It says it misses me. I must be in there tomorrow. I probably won't get a video done tomorrow, so I may not have a video up Friday. I don't know. I don't know how we'll be at. I don't know how long we'll be gone tomorrow. I bet it'll be all day. No, and I'm not going to get too done today because I've taken so long on this, but I've just been having fun. And like, oh, this is fun. And CW Planner Day is my favorite day of the week. I just love this day. Oh, I can't get the lid off my ink. I'm using Gathered Twigs again. Oh no, that's my daughter. Where's my phone? She had a worried look on her face. That's on Duo, and you can see him. She usually sticks my little granddaughter on there so that I'm more likely to not decline. Hi, Ashley, when you're watching this. Oh, I need to scoot up. You can't see it all. There we go. Glad I looked up. Okay, so I think then I will put the typewriter. I don't know why I think the typewriter has to go down here. It doesn't. So I'm going to glue the typewriter. I don't have anywhere to put my glue book, so I'm just going to use my little glue that I use for paper piecing. Works for paper piecing. It should work for this. It's more expensive than glue sticks, so I don't usually use it. Alright, so we'll put that there. Uh-oh, she left me a voicemail. Oh. Or something. She did something. Let's see what she did. Oh, big deal. I think she's talking about... We were at the store last week, and we were standing there talking to some friends of hers. And they were like on one side of the aisle, and boy, everybody's trying to get a hold of me right now. And we were on the other side of the aisle, and it's a main aisle. It was like a farm store thing. We were there getting something for the pets. And I'll put this in my little metal catcher thing over there. Okay, well, let me fit. Okay, I'm going to die cut this. I'll work on this and I'll finish telling the story. So, anyway, we were standing there and they were talking. And my little 6-year-old granddaughter was standing there and we were playing, you know, kind of, she had my hand and I had hers. And I was trying to pull her closer to me and she was being silly, but like 3 of the workers were coming and I could see them coming down the aisle. And I said, come on, you gotta come over here by me. And she was kind of being silly and she was pulling away from me and I kind of was trying to pull and she kind of let go and she went in the aisle and she went into one of the men. Kind of bumped into him and he grabbed hold of her like a sack of potatoes and took a hold of her and walked down the aisle. I mean, he went way down the aisle like a good 10, 15 feet away from her. Had him like tucked in like a sack of potatoes under his arms and walked away from her. Oh my goodness, her eyes were big and she was scared to death. Scared to death. He walked away with her. I'm just standing there like, I'm hitting my daughter. And she finally looks my way and her eyes got great big and her friend's eyes got great big and we're all just standing there going, and we're just like in shock. And he finally comes and he plops her down in front of me and he says, mind your mind next time. And we're like, we didn't know what to do. Now let me tell you the rest of the story. The rest of the story. The week before, her dad picked her up from school in his squad car. And he is one of the school officers now. He's not on patrol and on the streets. And he picked her up with her and her sister. Her 8-year-old sister, but her 8-year-old sister is autistic. He picked both of them up from school. And before he could get away from the school, he got a call from the school that there was a guy heading towards the school with a rifle. So he had to get out of the car and pull his gun and go to the school. And he told the girls, you lay down in the seat, you keep your head below the windows, and you hide. You do not get up. Those girls were terrified. I mean, terrified. And they had to listen to all the police chatter on the radio the entire time they were hidden in the car. until their mother got there to get them, which their mother had a difficult time getting in to get them because, of course, everything was on lockdown. And she had to prove who she was to get in that school to get them. And so they were in that car for about 30 minutes, scared to death, listening to them. Well, that very day that we were in the farm store, we had just picked them up from school and went straight to that store, and all the way from school they told us that they had just had a drill to learn right before they got out of school. They had a drill to learn what to do if there was an active shooter in their school, and they were scared to death because it made them remember about their dad leaving them in the car and drawing his gun and going into the school because there was a guy with a gun at the school, and they were scared to death. And so here we were talking about this and them being scared to death because of this guy. And in her 6-year-old mind, she had a hard time deciding, was it a real drill or was it a fake drill, and putting out of her mind about her dad and the gunman the week before. And so she was scared to death because of that. It was all just like, oh my goodness, and this guy took off with her. She was so scared. She's still scared. We were talking about it on Duo last night, and she like dug into her mom's shoulder. I think I'm going to use one of these pretty little ones. I have a hard time using these because I don't have very many. These are from Felicity Jane. I probably had them 4 or 5 years at least. She dug into her mom's shoulder and she was so scared. I wish I had something to stamp onto there. I've got some stamps out. But can you believe that guy did that? And her friends thought that we knew the guy, so they didn't say anything. And so she was texting her friends later asking her, what would you have done? And their friends are like, you didn't know that guy? We thought you knew that guy. And she's like, no, I had no idea who he was. They're going, what? And she says, no, I had no idea who he was. I was like in shock standing there. And we're all kind of like really shy people and really, laid back. And she's like, I think if my husband was there, he would have drawn his gun on the guy. None of us are. We're all just going, what should we have done? Can you believe somebody did that? Especially this day and age when, you're supposed to stay 6 feet apart and, all this stuff. I mean, really, he did that. He did that to a stranger's little girl. And after the day she had had, it's just, and she's still terrified. I don't even know if her mom will ever get her to go in that store again. I don't know. She's so scared of that store now. She's like, don't you ever take me in that store again. She was terrified. You just don't do that. And two, her mom told me that earlier, the week before, he had terrified their baby, the 1-year-old girl, because they kept following her around the store because he thought she was so cute, and he terrified her. She was so scared of him. So I don't know, he's kind of a strange dude, I think. I don't know. What would you have done? Do you think that's okay to do that to somebody's kid? Oh, and I can't remember what happened right after we got home. Something happened. And then it kind of got forgotten for a while. So it wasn't like they called the store right after. I can't remember what happened. It's like, are you serious? He really did that to her. It was so strange. It was really strange. And she's really scared now. No, I need the little side. I was trying to decide if I wanted the little side or the big side, but the big side looked funny. Okay, so I got that. Now, I want to stamp. Oh, my thing. My thing, this all came in is tearing apart. Darn it. I want to stamp that and put it on there, but I don't know what to stamp it on. Aches. I gotta find something light to stamp that on. Where is there enough of this left? Yeah, I could stamp it right there, I think. Yep, okay, that's where I'll stamp it. Here, I got this. So have you ever experienced anything like that? Especially, you know, since COVID. Not before COVID, but since COVID. I just think it seems really strange. Just like, I just think it seems like something you should not do to somebody else's child. It scared her to death. And his coworkers were just looking at him like, what are you doing? You really should not be doing that. I don't know if he thought, well, these people are in here all the time. I'm okay to do that. I don't know. Because that's where they buy all their pet food and pet stuff. And they just adopted a cat, so they've been in there buying different stuff for their cat. And it's a really cool, it's a farm store, but it's like a family farm store. Oh, they have the coolest kitchen stuff in there. If you like that kind of kitchen stuff, farm style kitchen stuff, and clothes and boots for the kids, and it's just got super cool stuff. I love going in there. I don't want Avery will go in there anymore. Poor girl. I think next time I tell her to get here. After he plopped her down, she like tried to become one with me. She was like so attached to me. She wouldn't let go of me, and the rest of the store, she just, I could hardly walk. Oh no, poor girl. I mean, I want her to mind and stay with me, but geez, that was... Okay, so I'll put that there, and then put that there. Kind of put that there. What else did I have in mind here? I had some other things in mind. I kind of thought that I would cut this out here. Let me straighten this out. This part, I don't know if you can see me, you kind of can. I'm just going to use my little brush here and go around this to kind of give it a little bit of a different edging. Then I kind of want to get the whole paper darker. So I didn't want it to be kind of the same exact color as this paper. Okay, I need something down in here. Maybe that's where I come in with that vellum paper. course, I don't know what I did with that vellum paper because I decided I didn't want it, and I put it to the side somewhere, or oh, I'm making a mess here. Trying to find. Here it is. Got it. I like this part right here. Do I need? Yeah, that looks kind of cool down there. I like that. I'm going to stamp this little thing, this little guy. Oh, I'm using the wrong ink. I thought I was doing something wrong, and I kept thinking, what am I doing wrong? That wouldn't have shown up on there at all. Okay. I don't know why I need that out. It keeps getting in my way. Getting ink on myself. I'll stamp that right there, I think. Maybe put this extra little piece of put that right there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll put this down. So glue this down first. Maybe I should just glue this thing down. It's driving me crazy. I know where it's going. It looks kind of upside down to me, but oh well, it's okay. I didn't get that glued down at all. I got this thing here. It's actually a letter opener, but it kind of helps me pick things up. When they're not glued down, it helps me get a hold of them. I didn't quite get it over as far there. That's good. Yeah, I got glue I need to wipe up because I moved it. Alright, so probably this needs to go down first. I don't know how this glue is going to work, but it'll just have to do because it's what I got. Doesn't look bad, actually. Please excuse my nails. I don't know what is going on, but they are breaking down to the quick. And then as soon as they get a little bit grown out, they just start chipping. And I don't know what is going on. I was telling my mom about it yesterday, and they said, you are missing some kind of vitamin. You need some kind of vitamin, but I don't know what it is. Well, I'm missing something. They just started it a week or so. Well, maybe, I don't know. It was like right before we left to go down there. Maybe a week or so before that. They started doing this. They haven't stopped. It hurts. what's going on. They mentioned potassium, and I have been very, very low on potassium before. I've had problems with that before, so I don't know. It's always some with me. Always. Never fails. But anyway, please excuse them. I know they look ugly. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm aware. But I don't want that to stop me from doing this. I'm so glad I used one of my pretty paper clips I've been hoarding. That should be on next time I have a thing that says use something you've been hoarding. That could be one of them. Get out my Felicity Jane stuff or my October afternoon. Oh, that's not glued together. Well, I'll have to fix that later. You guys don't need to watch me do that. Now, is there anything else I want to... I got so much stuff I thought, oh, I'll put this on there and that on there. But I did not put a lot of it on there. It's looking pretty good. I had these numbers that I got out that I thought I really wanted to put on there. What I got these little scraps. Now see, this is why I save these teeny tiny scraps, although I didn't think I put that in there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to die cut one or two. What fell out? Let's die cut this. See, I save these little bitty scraps because you never know. You never know. Here, will that fit on there? No. It'll fit right here. I'm going to put it right there. Where's my scissors? I think I just put them away. Alright, let's put it right here. Seriously, that's why I save the little bitty ones. Save me from wasting a big sheet of paper. Oh, my machine is not sectioned down to the table. I thought it might be nice to have some numbers. Where'd my number go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I like that. Or is that a 9? I think that's a 9. I think they're the same thing though. Okay, there's a 4. Let's do a 4. Or is that a 7? Well, let's do a 4 and then we'll do a 7. I don't think we can do both. I don't think there's room. Scissors. There is room on here to do both. But I don't know what I did with my tape. There it is. Oops, there they are. Well, maybe I can do 6, 7, 4. Yeah, I like that. Okay, get that inked up here because they need to ink. They're not going to show up very well. That'll be the last thing I put on there. I'm having trouble opening this ink pad lately. Up here where you can kind of probably be easier if I used the brush, but I think I'd wrinkle them all up, I'm afraid. Let me try it. Nope, that's not working. I'll be covered with ink. It's okay. Inky fingers means a fun day. Relaxing. This relaxes me. Helps me forget everything that's going on right now. Lots going on. Alright, get this all off of here. Oh, I gotta get those. I don't want to lose these. These are Tim Holtz numbers. I really like them. I don't use them enough. Alright, so let's glue the 4 down first. I need my tweezers for this. These are my trusty tweezers I've been using for years and years and years and years. I have, probably 12 years. I got me a new pair of tweezers. I ordered them. I don't know where I ordered them from, somewhere online. And they look so pretty. But they're blunt on the tip, and I don't like that. So I went back to these. These are my trusty ones that work like I want them to. Because they're blunt and you can't do, like, if I like to, a second, not straight. If glue seeps out, you can get it real quick with these sharp ones, and then it won't run your project. The blunt ones, I couldn't do that, and so I went right back to these sharp ones. So that's just a tip for you. Alright, so I think that's done. I may come back around and trace around these. I'll wait till that's good and dry so they don't pop up on me. I think I will come back around and I will trace around these with my brown pencil and shadow those. I may shadow a lot of stuff on here, especially her, and I'll probably do that, do some shadowing with my brown pencil, and that'll show up when you see the picture of it. But let me zoom you out a little bit so that you can see it all. There we go. So, something fancy is our lady here. And something that starts with H is right here, hug. I should put a label there and put hug. I think I'll do that. Part of a recipe is right here. We have a tuna souffle. Doesn't that sound yummy? If you like tuna, it might sound yummy. A tree with fruit or blossom is right here, and then here's fruit or blossom. I think this is really pretty, a really pretty image. Something torn is my paper, and this was the part that was originally torn when I pulled it out of my paper, and then I went ahead and put some over here too. Bonus, something used in an office, and I've got the typewriter here and there, and then I kind of you know, tried to use some more things that would be found in an office too. So, and then I've also got this, some ledger paper. So that is my CW planner for this week. Thank you for joining me. I will see you soon, and you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.